All right, welcome back to Rise and Grind Reads, the only spot on YouTube where you can learn how to get your act together and build a better life, all without leaving the job site. I'm David, your blue-collar book guy. If you're tired of hearing advice from folks who've never had to scrape mud off their boots or deal with a busted water heater at 6 a.m., you're in the right place. Today, we're talking about Atomic Habits by James Clear, because let's be honest, we could all use a few less bad habits and a few more good ones. I'll break down the best parts, toss in some job site wisdom, and maybe roast myself a bit along the way. So grab your coffee, maybe a donut. Hey, no judgment. We're all working on it. And let's get into it. Ever try to quit a bad habit, like hitting snooze 4 times before work, and somehow end up right back where you started? Or maybe you've sworn you'll hit the gym after work, but the only thing you're lifting is the remote. Yeah, I've been there. Atomic Habits is all about getting unstuck, one small change at a time. No motivational posters required. Here's how you can start building better habits without turning into a robot. You ever notice how a tiny leak in a pipe can flood a whole basement if you ignore it? That's what James Clear is getting at. Small habits, good or bad, add up. You don't need to overhaul your whole life overnight. Start with something tiny, like swapping your afternoon soda for water or putting your boots by the door so you don't trip over him every morning. It's like tightening a bolt a quarter turn every day. Doesn't look like much, but after a month, that thing's locked in tighter than your old man's wallet. Forget the big New Year's resolutions. Think about what you can tweak today that won't make you want to quit by Thursday. Habits are like compound interest. Nobody gets rich from saving a couple bucks once, but do it every week, and suddenly you've got enough for that fishing trip. Same deal with habits. Let's say you want to get in shape, but the last time you ran was chasing the ice cream truck as a kid. Do a few push-ups every morning, just 5. Next week, maybe it's 10. After a month, you're the guy everyone's asking for advice, and you didn't even have to buy fancy equipment. It's like laying bricks. One at a time. It feels slow, but keep at it, and you'll have a wall before you know it. Or, if you're like me, a wall that's mostly straight, but hey, it's progress. This one hit me like a bag of concrete. Don't just chase goals. Become the kind of person who does the thing. Instead of saying, I want to quit smoking, say, I'm not a smoker. It's not about hitting a number on the scale or reading 20 books a year. It's about seeing yourself as the kind of person who takes care of their body or the guy on the crew who's always learning something new. When you start thinking, what would a healthy person do? Or what would a pro do on this job? Suddenly those little choices make sense. You're not just following rules, you're building your own blueprint. Every habit, good or bad, runs on a loop: cue, craving, response, reward. Let's say you get home from work, see the fridge, remember there's leftover pizza, microwave it, and then, boom, reward. If you want to change a habit, start by messing with the cue or the reward. Maybe you put a bowl of fruit where you usually drop your keys, or reward yourself with an episode of your favorite show only after you've done something productive. It's like swapping out a busted tool for one that actually works. Same job, better results. If you want to start a new habit, make it so obvious you'd have to be blind to miss it. Trying to drink more water? Put a bottle on your workbench. Want to read more? Leave the book on your pillow, so you have to move it before you crash for the night. I started putting my gym shoes right by the door. Now, every time I trip over them, I remember I'm supposed to work out. Annoying? Sure. Effective? You bet. Don't make good habits harder than they need to be. Set yourself up so the right choice is the easy one. Let's be real. If a habit feels like punishment, you'll bail faster than a rookie on demo day. James Clear says to pair something you want with something you need. Only listen to your favorite podcast while you're walking, or let yourself have that fancy coffee only after you've packed a healthy lunch for work. It's like putting bacon on broccoli. Suddenly, eating your greens doesn't seem so bad. Trick your brain into wanting to do the thing, and you'll stop dreading it. Don't try to bench press a truck on day 1. Make your new habit so easy you can't say no. Want to read more? Start with 1 page a night. Want to get fit? Do 5 push-ups. It's about showing up, not showing off. Like when you start a new job, you don't run the whole crew on day 1. You just show up, learn the ropes, and eventually, you're the old hand everyone relies on. Lower the bar until you can't trip over it, then step over. You can always ramp it up later. Ever finish a job and stand back to admire your work? That's what you want with your habits. Give yourself a little win every time you stick to it. Mark an X on the calendar, text a buddy to brag, whatever works. The more satisfying it feels, the more likely you'll do it again. It's like finishing up for the day and cracking open a cold one. Reward yourself, even if it's just a mental high five. Don't rely on willpower. Set up your environment to make good habits easy and bad habits hard. If you're trying to eat better, don't buy junk food. Want to read more? Keep books in the places you usually veg out. If you want to stop wasting time on your phone, leave it in another room. Out of sight, out of mind. It's like hiding the good tools from the apprentice who keeps losing them. If it's not there, you can't use it. Simple. Here's my favorite. Nobody's perfect. You're going to mess up. Miss a workout? Fine. Eat like garbage one day. Whatever. The trick is to never miss twice. One bad day doesn't wreck everything, but 2 in a row? That's a slippery slope, my friend. It's about getting back on track before you end up in a rut deeper than a muddy job site after a week of rain. I used to tell myself I'd read every night, but after a 12-hour shift, my brain was mush. So I started with 1 page. Most nights, that turned into 3 or 4. Some nights, I fell asleep with the book on my face. Progress, not perfection. A buddy of mine wanted to quit smoking. Every time he had a craving, he'd chew gum and walk around the shop instead. Didn't work every time, but after a month, he was down to a couple smokes a day. That's a win in my book. I put a sticky note on my fridge, "Don't eat like a clown." Childish. Maybe, but it worked. All right, that's the nuts and bolts of Atomic Habits, rise and grind read style. Remember, big changes start with small steps, and you don't have to be perfect, just persistent. If you got something out of this, hit that subscribe button, drop a comment with your favorite takeaway, and let us know what book you want to see next. Keep grinding, keep learning, and keep it real. See you on the next one. Now get back to work before the boss catches you slacking.